Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about the difference between kidnapping and abduction. Both these words we use very casually in our day-to-day life. If we talk about newspapers, media houses, they also use these words very casually. Sometimes we don't understand the basic meaning of both the words. So, in today's video, I will be discussing about the basic differences between the two, what is their meaning, and how we utilize them. So let's start with both of them. First thing that we need to understand is that both these offenses are provided to us under Indian Penal Code. Section 359 of Indian Penal Code deals with kidnapping and Section 362 of Indian Penal Code deals with abduction. But kidnapping is divided into two categories. Under Section 360, it deals with the kidnapping from India, and Section 361 deals with kidnapping from lawful guardianship. So, what is this kidnapping and what are the criteria that are required to be fulfilled to be categorized under these two offenses? So, the first and the foremost category is the age. Under kidnapping, it is necessary that a person should be minor. Any person who is a minor, who is not an adult, can only be kidnapped. As the name itself suggests, kidnapped, kidnapped. Okay, and the any other person other than kid, other than a minor who can get kidnapped is a person who is of unsound mind. So under kidnapping, only two people can get kidnapped. First is any person who is a minor and a person who is of unsound mind. So people who use these words casually that person get kidnapped, no, only a minor or a person who is of unsound mind can get kidnapped. But on the other hand, in abduction, there is no such criteria of age. The offense of abduction is in respect to all the persons. So this is the first and the basic difference between the two. Now, the means which are used for kidnapping and abduction are also different. If we talk about kidnapping, the means which are used by using that we do kidnapping is it involves the taking away or enticing of a person. Okay, taking away meaning you are taking that minor, you are taking that person who is of unsound mind away from their family, away from the place they live. And the other tactic which is used in kidnapping is enticing. Enticing meaning you are giving a chocolate to a child that, okay, fine, you come with me, I will give that chocolate. Lubhana. Okay, you are trying to indulge them. Okay, I will give you this, please come with me. Because it's very easy to do these kind of things, these kinds of tactics with minors or with people who are unsound mind, who are not able to take any decision from their own. So these are the means. First is they should be taken away, and the other is they have been enticed. A person has enticed the minor or the person who is of unsound mind. On the other hand, since abduction is applicable to all other persons who are capable of thinking, who are capable of taking decisions, so in that case, the means that is used is fraud or force. You try to do fraud with that person, that, okay, fine, I will give you that much profit, I will give you this, or you try to do force, to apply force on that person, that without taking their permission, forcefully you abduct a person. So in abduction, these are the means. Fraud and force are the means which are utilized to abduct a person. Now, the other important criteria is the intention. Intention involves mental element. Now, when we talk about kidnapping, intention is of no significance, because in kidnapping we are talking about minors, we are talking about person who are of unsound mind. So they are not capable of forming any intention, they are not capable of taking any decision. So whether they had intention of going with that person or not, whether they willfully went there or not, it doesn't matter. Their intention, their thought process is not at all important. Once it is established that they have been taken away either outside India or outside the guardianship, then that offense has been completed. The offense of kidnapping has been completed. On the other hand, in case of abduction, intention plays a very important role. Why? Because they will first see the code whenever a case comes. The first thing that will be seen is that a person went with them willfully or not. His or her intention was there to go with them or not. So a person will be punished for abduction only and only when it is established that there was some kind of ill intent or criminal intent. Otherwise, you cannot punish any person for abduction. It needs to be established that a person was taken away without his or her consent, and the person who was taken away was having some kind of ill intent or criminal intent. So this thing needs to be established for abduction, for giving any person punishment for abduction. In kidnapping, the kidnapping is a substantial offense and is punishable under section 363 of Indian Penal Code. Now the punishment for kidnapping is for both the things. Any person who is taking a minor or who is taking a person of unsound mind outside India or outside the guardianship of a person, then the punishment in both the cases is that 7 years and fine is also applicable. So this is the punishment for it. On the other hand, in case of abduction, it is just an auxiliary act and it is not punishable unless it is done with a criminal intent. Okay, so this is very important. Intention plays a very, very important. Now, the other thing that plays a very important role in determining the difference whether it's a kidnapping or abduction is the consent. In case of kidnapping, consent of a person who is taken outside the custody of the lawful guardian is immaterial. Okay, because sometimes these things are used in cases where a person who is of 15-year-old or 16-year-old, then it is used that consent was taken, consent was not taken, because a 15-year-old has their own mind. They can say no, that I went on my own, but their consent is immaterial. On the other hand, in abduction, consent is important, that yes, I gave my consent to go with that person, and in case the consent is given, it cannot be categorized as an offense of abduction. So this was the basic differences between kidnapping and abduction. I hope this video was helpful to all of you in understanding what is kidnapping, what is abduction, and what are the differences between the two. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.